On set for Godzilla King of the Monsters it was like just playing. It was fun. Mike is a huge fan of Godzilla. He understands what that world is better than anybody. I think it was a great choice to have him direct and write that film. And same with, the other actors, Jason Liles and Richard Dorn, who played Ghidorah with me. We just had fun. We're all three of us, we do this for a living, is we play non-human characters. And specifically, Richard is like the king of mocap. I'm heavy into practical, and then Jason Liles is actually like a good blend of the two. So it was a perfect harmony having the three of us together, and we just played from the get-go. It was very easy. We were actually going to have, I think, a whole day of rehearsals at first, and we just started filming because we just fell into it. We just knew what we needed to do, and it was great. We just moved real quick.
I've worn full body silicone rubber creature suits where you are profusely sweating inside, and you're like, you can't breathe, you can't see. Things that are 8-hour makeups, things that are 160-pound suits. So wearing PJs with like some Velcro dots stuck on you, and I can see, I can breathe, I can use my hands. It was really comfortable. And in fact, there was one day on Rampage where someone asked me, "Are you okay? Are you comfortable? Can we get you?" And I just gotten off a gig where I was in a 160-pound suit with animatronic wires over my face. I couldn't see outside of it at all, and I was like, "I'm fine. I'm very comfortable, thank you." And so it was refreshing and a lot of fun, especially with Rampage being the arm extensions. That was really a lot of fun. It's kind of like getting taught how to skate on a skateboard in a way. And then with Godzilla King of the Monsters, it was even less so. It was even more comfortable because it was I didn't have to have arm extensions. We're more upright and whatnot. But it's really cool. It's very comfortable wearing that stuff, and it's cool because then you have to use pure imagination because you're not wearing anything practical. So you just have to really imagine. You got to look out of your eyes as like, what would it feel like if I was this character? What does this character think like, feel like, breathe like, all that.
In the digital world, you can create these incredible, expansive universes without spending a lot of money that you would practically, suit work. Like I've seen the Godzilla films. For me, it's a man in a rubber suit. You can only get so much organic movement out of it. That's one thing. I mean, you have to admit, those movies are, some of it, they're pretty funny. And the puppetry that was used to make it, that was the height of their technology at the time. But as we have now grown with the computer, with the digital artists who can do stuff, I mean, our Ghidorah looks fierce and scary, and which is what he was supposed to be. I mean, he's pretty scary. We were taking over the world, that kind of, we were destroying the, cities in the world, and we were causing tsunamis and all this kind of stuff. You can't do that practically anymore. So the technology has helped in certain ways. I mean, I love personally, I love practical makeups instead of CG makeups, bullet hits. I love to see squibs. I love to see, really good prosthetic sculpting, things like that. I like a lot of practical makeup in general, but the technology, when you use it the right way, you can get the desired effect like you do in King of the Monsters. So we have to adapt, and I think that's part of it. If they tried to do a rubber suit, Godzilla movie now, it would get panned and it wouldn't have the audience. It might become a cult classic 25 years from now, but it's, technology isn't a bad thing.
There's a long time between when you shoot it and when you finally see the movie. And I was in the movie theater, and I'd worked on several things since I shot the first Godzilla. And so we shot a whole bunch of stuff. We shot a bunch of different Indians. We shot a whole bunch of different possible fights, the way the Mudos fought. So I didn't know which ones they chose. We're not there for that. We just shoot all the stuff and then they take it and they do all the magic to it. So I forgot most of what I did and I didn't know what they chose. So when I am watching them fight and I see these red lamps kind of bouncing around in the foreground, and the Muto had just thrown Godzilla back, and I was like, I'm in the movie. I forgot that I did it. I am just gone. I'm just like, oh man, they outnumber him. He's getting his ass kicked. And then you hear this, whoa, 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 whoa. And you see this weird light, and I was like, what is that? Whoa, 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 whoa. And then he blows the atomic breath, and I'm like, ah! You lose your mind. It is the best thing ever. And I didn't know they were gonna light stuff up and make sounds. We didn't have all of that when we were on the stage. I was just like, ah! And you don't think about the tail, you don't think about that. But all of those digital artists do. And just a quick shout out to the unsung heroes, really. The entire CGI team, the special effects team, the storyboard artists, the atmospheric guys who make the atmosphere and make it look like night and make all the energy and the debris and the explosions, and the teams that make, all the artists that make Godzilla look like Godzilla, the riggers, the model makers, all of those guys, they never get a shout out. But because of all of those really dedicated people who love what they do, we get to watch Kong, we get to watch Godzilla, we get to see all of these amazing things happen on screen. It's because of all of their hard work, but nobody ever shouts them out. So I just wanted to give a shout out to all of the digital artists who make us look amazing and make our stories come to life in full color.